Welcome back to Valley Life and Wells Fargo Friday. I'm still standing here with two great gentlemen, Mr. Tim Rios and Mr. Dan DeSantis, and I kind of want to get a little more into some more questions about the Fresno Regional Foundation and what it does, but you guys working together to have some great stories and kind of give me some examples of the impact you've had here in the community.
We have a wonderful example of something that we did together, and we're actually the first community foundation in the entire state that did something like this, but Wells Fargo approached us and asked if they could pass $1 million through us that we could re-loan to the Valley Small Business Development Corporation and make it available for micro-lending loans to small businesses throughout the Central Valley. It was a new, creative way to stimulate the economy and a progressive type of new philanthropy.
So many times I think that we get lost when we talk about government too and what they try to do with this type of stimulation. That is direct impact right here, dollars at home, not 2,700 miles away that may never hit us at all.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
So, Tim, this obviously puts a bigger smile on your face when you know you're a part of Wells Fargo bringing in $1 million and part of this foundation, that you're in charge of this, man, to say, you know what, guys, I'm making sure our money goes specifically to the most efficient ways of helping the community.
Absolutely, Rich. Well, at Wells Fargo, we have a history of trying to find creative solutions to some of the ills of the area, and one of those, Dan and the people that represent the Fresno Regional Foundation, we all immediately recognized that economic development and the success of businesses is important to all of us. It's for job creation, to stimulate the economy, and this creative approach that we took is off the charts. It's unprecedented, even in California, and we were just fortunate to find a partner like the Fresno Regional Foundation to carry this out. And another, the Valley Small Business Development Corporation, both very innovative, progressive organizations.
Right. And Dan, let's put some gas in the tank. If people are like, you know what, I want to get involved, I want to be able to call myself a philanthropist, how do they get involved with you then to say, you know what, let's make a direct impact right here in the community?
Call anytime. They can go to our website. But one of the things we do is help the donors stimulate their giving. And we divide our giving into 4 different categories, whether they want to give to the arts and culture, to youth, to human services, or the environment. Anything they desire, we can accommodate them and help them with their needs. Our tagline is your vision, the Valley's future. So if you're a philanthropist out there and thinking, how can I help the Central Valley, let us know what you want to do, and you can almost guaranteed that we will have some program that can direct you to help you fulfill your wishes.
And knowing they're with an amazing group of people, too, that do have control in the community, you can still then have some more control over your money when you put it in, like you said, to divide it into 1 of 4 different ways.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense, too. And just saying, you know what, I want to give to somebody, but I also want to make sure that this, my passion, my heart, is controlled by making sure that I put it in the right deal. Well, that's kind of where your passion comes in, too, Tim, is what else can I do to help this community? So in addition to the other, great groups that you're involved with, this one, man, just really gets in there and says, look, we're helping in all kinds of ways.
And they're helping in so many ways. And, one of the others that we didn't mention before is this board training workshops. We've got 12 scheduled throughout the Valley, even areas that are outside of the scope of the Fresno Regional Foundation. Why? Because they know that training experienced individuals to serve on nonprofit boards is so important. To provide that leadership for those nonprofits that don't count on it what a great way to use resources, right? Sure. And the Fresno Regional Foundation has done that with partnership and with the Wells Fargo partnership. It's an amazing program, and it puts expertise with our nonprofits that need that assistance so much.
Right. And Dan, with over 40 years of this foundation doing what it's done, I'm sure there's some great stories too that you can think that you see these people come back 10 years later. You've helped other nonprofits make a start that just come back and they're thriving.
It's just wonderful to see that not only the nonprofits, the individual organizations, the educational facilities, the number of scholarships that we've given out, the improvement in the air quality in the rivers, all because we've been able to provide some little assistance to all those worthy organizations who are working so hard to make Fresno a great place to live.
Sure. And Tim, like you said, it's people can turn to you too, and it's almost like having a big brother that is saying, you're doing so much great to help out. Let us help you, help us, and it becomes this cyclic win-win situation.
It does, Rich. It's contagious. The work of this organization is truly contagious, and when we partner 2 organizations, at Wells Fargo, we have a history since 1852 helping our communities. And you heard it from Dan, more than 45 years of that same service of dedication to community. It doesn't get any better than this partnership.
I love it. And it doesn't get any better than seeing the smiles on your guys' faces when you're helping out. Dan, I sure appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Tim, it's always good to see you, and thanks so much for everything you're doing for the community, because I know you're wearing a lot of hats.
Thank you very much.
You got it. Folks, there's a whole lot more Wells Fargo Fridays coming up right here on Valley Life. Don't go anywhere.